change Twitch, and then we're ready to go.
But yeah, as always, GM's discretion. If GM says nope, it always loads full magazine, and it always burns through, and it always applies as written. Then that's GM's discretion.
Dun dun dun.
Looks like Bronze has been having fun with his Gundams.
Looks like we are live, everyone.
We are live?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Don't do that again. That literally blew out my headphones, and my headphones are the studio ones. So if the studio one headphones are blown out, and then retransmitting it's going to amplify everything you just did, it blew out everyone's headphones.
Didn't blow mine out.
Just as planned.
Yeah, it didn't blow my headphones out.
You guys are awful.
We know.
Only a little awful.
That's why
Yes.
you joined the other team.
Okay. Disclaimer, this is my first time using Roll20. Chat, do not get pissed off when I don't know how things work.
Crucify him now!
Oh, just as a reminder, if you piss the players off, chat, I've got moderator status in both the YouTube and Twitch streams. Have fun.
I have the power to remove his moderator status. If he's abusing it, please let me know.
No.
But what fun is power if you don't get to abuse it? But what fun is... Odd thing for the psyker supremacist to say Chocobaco Taco.
Doesn't he mean milk for the cornflakes, frosting for the bowl throne? Alright, so generally speaking, this is the time for those of you who haven't done this before. This is the time when we hang out, talk, pretend like we're stupid idiots, which we totally are for the enjoyment
I was
of
going to
everyone
say,
on the
who's
internet.
pretending? I'm not pretending.
Oh, definitely.
And also, if you're going to get water, snacks, or anything else, this is your goddamn chance. You got 2 minutes, literally.
Could I go get some
Uh,
apples? Go get some apples.
Should be okay. I think anyway.
And thus our game starts with a vox cast across the ship, Ned. All it says is, "Get the Rotagus detention."
Alright, I'm back.
Who the fuck's this Cooper guy?
What trooper guy?
You didn't hear the Voxcast where somebody got detention.
Alright, so, is everyone ready?
Yep, and Cooper got detention again from across the warp.
Cooper got detention for existing.
All right, I'm ready. Everyone else ready?
Yep.
I think so.
Detention for the detention god, ships for the shipping throne.
All right. You got any beginning of the stream announcements, what not to make?
Yep. So hi everyone. Apparently we're running this from the other Discord. I don't know if that'll stay that way or not. But hi. How are all you idiots, fuckers, and otherwise terrible degenerates who decide to watch the most horrible person on the internet? I'm kidding. Or was I?
They're not watching Donald Trump.
So, hi. I would like to thank the sponsors and patrons. You guys get your names announced at the end of this, but for right now, thank you guys, because you guys kind of pay the electricity bill and about half my rent. Pretty sure I'm going to TrotCon. I'm supposed to be announced this week. That goes according to plan. And TrotCon needs volunteers for pre-con prep and for at-con stuff. So if you're in Columbus, Ohio, or near there, please go give them a hand. Let me know, and I will get you in touch, and you can go give them a hand, and then you can add that to your resume, because it's volunteer work. Which also means that you can count it off on taxes based on your hourly rate of income for however many hours you put into working at the con. I think that's it right now. Yeah, I don't have any other cons to announce. Thanks, sponsors and patrons. Welcome to Black Crusade! We're all gonna murder everyone!
We're all going to the warp.
You're already in the warp.
Yeah. I don't see how we can get much lower. But if there's a way we can get lower than hell, we're gonna go find it.
I do now need to announce this. At here, all at artists, I have 5 commissions of human characters from Black Crusade that need to be done as per promise to anyone who participates in the Sunday or Wednesday game. So congratulations, you bunch of fuckers. You all are going to, hopefully, before this is all said and done, we'll have a commission of your character.
Ooh,
Cool.
yay.
Yay. I take it that means we all need to come up with an actual description, not just image.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, you will.
I have to learn what complexion and build mean.
Complexion is just skin tone. Build is... Are you a muscle builder? Are you a skinny lanky fuck? What?
Yeah, it's very technical terms you're using.
Are you a fat fuck?
I thought fat fuck was a state of mind.
Fuck? Do you require a fuck's capacitor?
Something that can store the fuck.
Alright.
I can install one of those if you want.
So now that everyone can finally see a little image of your characters, how about you give them a little teal deer and let them know who they're going to be watching?
This is your 5 minutes of fame before she mercilessly slaughters all of us.
Well, since I'm top left, I suppose I'll go first. My character is Xanatov. He's a former Arbites, and he likes to shock people. Literally, he has basically a 40k glorified cattle prod, which he likes to jab into people and make them feel pain.
I will be playing Sister, quote unquote, Pansia, a Nurglite medic.
Alright. Who's next?
If we're not going in any order, I'll go next. I
Nope.
will be Wheeler Jack, and I'm quoting everyone else in this chat when I say this, the most innocent chaos heretic ever.
He is. It's cute.
I
Corrupting
thought
his soul is gonna be fun.
be the first one to die, or just end up so completely fucked by the end of this.
We think he got on the wrong bus.
He got on the right bus. It's just a case of he's never had to deal with demons before. He's never had to deal with cults before. Yeah.
So,
Fun time.
oh, by the way, all tips today are shared with the GM, so that's why the tip bar is 200 instead of 125. It's because it's split between the two of us. In the meantime, I will be playing Cornflake. You guys can make all the jokes and memes you want. I have a legitimate reason for calling her Cornflake, which surprised even Hitomi. To give a physical description, a very tall, white hair, red-eyed woman who has the complex build of, hold on. Who has the same build as Zarya from Overwatch. And has been around since, apparently, the Horus Heresy. Yes, to the person in chat whose scene was Abaddon comes up and bangs on her door with a retinue of bodyguards and goes, "Hey, you need to go out and kill stuff." And she just shrugs and goes, "Okay." That's pretty accurate. Next.
Hey, I'm Solus
You. It's like you,
I'm
not
the group's
necessarily in that order.
heretic. The heretical little tech priests they drag along to do maintenance on their weapons,
This
their
had better
gear,
please
their
me.
armor, their vehicles, if we can actually manage to get any. I'm the one in charge of looting all the Xenos corpses we find. Or at least that's what I like to delude myself into thinking. If it's not me, then hey, all is planned anyway. All is planned.
And of course, I am your GM, your troublemaker, and the person who's going to make everyone's life difficult in general, Hitomi. As we start this game, players are aboard the Chaos Frigate, the Gates of Perdition, above the Tau Farsight world of Kaishari. They've been traveling through the warp for several months to get here, and as they come into orbit around the planet, the alarms are blazing. People are running towards the hangars, and battle orders are being passed down as people load up into their landers. What are our wonderful players up to?
I think we were all in the fight pit / arming chamber thing, weren't we?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so
That's pretty
I
accurate.
attempted to fight Cornflake. It went moderately well. I did not get a leg broken.
which is significantly better than most of the cultists. But Xanatov would be finishing up, double checking his equipment and that his armor's fastened on properly and everything's in order for him.
Pretty much the same thing for Jack. I'm gonna load up my grenade launcher with frag rounds and do my standard gear checks and get ready to move out.
Just to clarify real quick, Sister Panacea is our Nurglite, Cornflake is our Cornite, Solus is our Zinchi, Wheeler Jack is our Undivided, and Xanatov is our Slaneshi, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Woo! Thank you for
Yep.
the tip. Everybody give the person a hug. I missed it.
Pansia is finishing getting,
Thank you, Toki.
basically gathering up her kit and putting on her light power armor. As just a note for the GM, she is leaving her mesh armor aboard the ship.
Alright.
I like that Alistair still.
So you're all suiting up, you're doing your
So much
weapons
donated.
checks, you're getting your call to report to the hangar and get ready for your planetary assault drop. For most of you in Strikewing Nochnisa, this is another day in your life. You've made plenty of hot drops like this, and most of you should be pretty relaxed about it. As you enter the hangar, you see that you have 4 cohorts that are loading up into landers, and apparently a 5th one that's waiting for you.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 looks like we're ready. So, baby, let's go.
Amen to that.
Pulls out the shock maul, check that it's arcing properly, puts it away, walks onto the lander.
I'm just happy he didn't test it on any of us.
Oh my.
Test that out while you're walking there, just like find a random guy and hit him with it.
Yeah,
I
just
mean-
some random scrawny cultist that probably shouldn't even be there. Just jabs him with it, watch them collapse to the floor, huffs in satisfaction and walks off, putting it away.
So the other 5 people are also in our lander.
They're the cannon fodder who get out before us, so they absorb the bullets.
Fair enough.
Cornflake will pick up the person who was randomly smashed and throw them at the nearest medic. And mutter, mutter under her breath, "That's not how you treat the lineman."
Wasn't smashed, was zapped unconscious.
Well, I'm probably the closest medic, so Pensia will immediately start doing her best to patch him up.
And throw me a Medicaid check just to see if you can wake him up.
Hold on, can I actually... Did everyone hear that? No?
Hit
No, that's
what?
nothing. No, just face part. Okay, no, I can't do it loud enough. Never mind.
Damn, girl.
Alright. So you go and you open up your med kit, you pull out some drugs, you inject him with a shot of adrenaline, and you see him suddenly snap his eyes open, and he's breathing heavy, and he's screaming, "I can do it!"
Now give him a dose of laxatives just to see how the rest of his dropship feels.
Pensia just pets him softly. It's okay. Would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior, Papa Nurgle?
Not the time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, not right now. We gotta get moving.
Solus is going to grab her by the scruff of her neck and drag her along towards the dropship.
Is it that scene where she's kind of bent at 45 degrees in the middle of her heels, dragging, extolling
Yes.
the virtues of Nickel?
And he's dragging her while she's wearing power armor.
Oh, god damn it.
Alright, so you're just shuffling into the back. You're not gonna like check out the craft or the pilot or anything, or
Yeah, I'll check out what craft it is.
I will determine how, if the pilot dies, I should operate it.
Solus is going to have a nice little chat with the
Levels.
machine spirit of it.
So basically, Cornflakes is looking over the controls and warning the pilot if Cornflakes deems his abilities unsatisfactory, she will kill him and take over the ship.
Just wanna-
Cornflake kind of knows how to operate it.
Alright.
alright, go check your journals for new handout, Fiora, and you'll see your pilot that's in the cockpit, and she's working on attuning the machine spirits and awakening their proper fury for the drop.
What kind of a ship is it? Do we know, or...
Hello,
Uh,
nurse.
Throw me like a common tech or something, if you got it.
Hi, this bag of hugs
Probably a
for
good idea to
$5.
get me up to speed.
Hold
How do I
it.
roll things?
You got my hopes up.
If you
How did we get
go
your
to your
hopes up?
character
We're getting
sheet,
ready to
you
drop.
should be able to click on the skill name, and that
Oh,
I've got no clue what kind of dropship this is.
so is it tech use, or...
tech use, and let me know if you have common lore tech.
I don't have common law tech. So... Do I just hit submit?
Yeah. Alright, well, you can tell that the craft has been apparently heavily modified with devotional iconography to the Chaos Gods. Beyond that, it's like you couldn't tell heads or tails of it, Wheel or Jack.
Dude, this is
As far as Xanatov and Solus, you
Brother
can both
Quaffle
tell it
Bear
seems to be
proves
patterned off
for
of the
chaos.
Arvis pattern lighter. It's an unarmed ship, but
Thank you.
it's well known for being a workhorse. Very reliable.
I just rolled to see if she might know what the iconography meant, so
You can't make heads or tails of it. That huge mishmash that, as far as you can tell, has probably been the result of generations of pilots all adding their own little markings.
okay.
So basically, we don't expect fire support. Got it.
At least not from the dropship.
No.
Alright, any of you have anything else to do on here?
No.
Yeah, yank on
Think
the
of the-
strapping just to make sure that's going to hold me in, just to make sure that everything's secure and it's not about to fall apart on me. That's about it.
No,
Alright.
just load up, get strapped in, and ready for drop, I guess.
Pretty much.
Gonna have a nice little chat with it in binary. See if I can't talk to the machine spirit, determine its mood.
Yes.
That's fine, Poking.
Sure, throw me like an inquiry check with plus
Dairy Queen.
20 bonus.
I agree with Jennings. Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen.
You can tell the machine spirit has been very properly stoked for war. It's a very angry spirit that seems to be eager to see some havoc and mayhem take place.
Somehow I get the
Sounds great.
feeling this particular machine spirit's gonna fall to corn before too long. Oh well.
Oh, dropship's gonna try and ram something. Got it.
Sits down, looks over. Our pilot's probably going to die.
Well, so long as they die after the skids hit the ground, I don't care.
Fair enough. Well, I personally prefer the craft to remain intact long enough to get us back into orbit. But, you know.
No, with Tau guns, I don't think that's going to be too likely.
That reminds me, that's one of our objectives, isn't it? Those
Yeah,
blasted
take out
things.
an orbital cannon.
Yep.
I'm personally going to prioritize that as my secondary objective. If that cannon, bringing down that cannon can bring us down some more support, that's brilliant.
That's technically our primary objective, is to bring down that cannon,
No,
according to the mission brief.
Hang on. So.
Yeah?
Our primary objective is, quote, securing a strange relic on the planet. Secondary objectives is silence the orbital defense guns, eliminate the enemy champions in chain of command, secure any supplies that are useful, and take potential captives for interrogation and sacrifice.
Like I said, I'm prioritizing. Out of those secondaries, I'm prioritizing the orbital defense gun. No point grabbing everything if we can't get back into orbit.
Couldn't we just open up a portal and step through it?
So, in other news, Xanatov has just promised to at least empty 24 standard bolt rounds. Sister Panacea has promised to deliver medical and not deliberately infect her fellow cultists.
No, I've made those available to the team.
Yeah, I will take you up on the loaning bolt gun.
I loan you the bolt gun.
Okay, and I'll take the.
Solus has promised to salvage at least one dead Tau body of all of its precious technology. Wheeler Jack is our anointed one for this one. And Cornflake has promised to bring back one live foe for interrogation and conversion. If you're gonna go hard, go for broke.
I'm not even sure if Tau can fall to chaos.
We'll
Actually,
find
they
out.
Out of character, they can.
Yeah.
And there are noted examples of it happening, including one actually being, I think, an earth cast or a water cast, actually being possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
And since Chad just reminded me to fill in for people who didn't read up on the primer and wouldn't know this, the players are in service to a War Master of Chaos in his own Black Crusade, Sigarius the Ever-Living. Someone that they haven't met yet, but he's gathered forth a fairly impressive force where he's been plundering the ever-living crap out of the Imperium, Orc-held worlds, facing off against Tyranids, and out the Tau as well.
As a horny flake,
He sounds like a really good guy.
Really Toki, really as a horny flake. See how it is.
And he's also a space marine. We know that.
So as the Wider's machine spirits waking up to full fury, the engines start heating up. You see the pilot just turn back in the hatch and look back at the hold, which has you 5 people and honestly no one else except for your 2 minions. And she asks you, "You got any tunes for the drop?"
Something classic.
Danger zone.
Something classic and rousing, then.
Ansia would start singing a devotional hymn. Nurgle.
Out of character, I was thinking Ride of the Valkyries, but...
Cornflake puts on death metal. And turns it up so loud it's hard to hear each other talk.
Works for me.
Xantoff shrugs and just listens and enjoys the music.
Jack just face bombs. This is going to be the recurring thing. You're gonna do something. I'm gonna face palm, and that's gonna be it for the campaign.
I mean, it's a Black Crusade. If somebody isn't face palming somewhere at erections, we're doing it wrong.
Exactly.
And thus, as the death metal blares through the cargo hold of the lighter, the 5 lighters take off, drifting down to the world of Kaishari. As you see the planet grow closer and you get past the initial blackout from the heat of orbital reentry, you see the blasted hellscape that awaits you, and apparently the battlefield you have been chosen to land at.
Oh, we're not the first.
Suddenly, the shuttle is shot down and you're all killed. Great game, everybody.
Oh, do not talk fate.
I mean, that does certainly look like an orbital defense gun to me.
I was going to say, it's awfully bloody close to one of those things to try and land something.
Could just be an anti-really big ship gun. God, what are we dealing with?
Fuck ton of towel.
So, I presume top left corner? Or where are we putting it ourselves?
Yeah, you'll just wait for your lighter to appear. As you see the gun is firing off into orbit, you can only presume at your own fleet. Blue plasma blasts arcing into the sky. Tau warriors are rallying to the defense as their detection network picks up several ships closing in on their location. And you find that yours seems to be going for a very aggressive, very close approach.
Oh god damn it. Breakthrough impact.
Oh, come on. How bad could it be?
That bad.
Yours is down over there.
Oh! Inside the defense perimeter.
Cool.
Okay. Well, that certainly does a bit to negate the range.
Well, that escalated quickly.
If you look around the map, you can see where the various scattered transports have gone towards. As you hurtle to the ground, while the other shuttles seem to be firing their retros and trying to level out, you notice that yours is still picking up speed, nose down.
Oh, shit.
Somebody check on the bloody pilot.
Jack Brace, do something quick.
About what?
About our hurtling descent. Supposed to come in hot, not roasted.
Throw a perception check to see if he can even hear you with all the heavy metal blazing in the cockpit and the cargo hold.
Cornflake gets up and goes
Fiaura?
and checks on the pilot.
Fancy will go up with her.
Apparently, Cornflake listens to heavy music often enough that it's not a problem to her hearing.
Totally not a problem to hearing. Yes, we're
Alright,
chopping
so
up
the
towel
two
for
people
sure.
went to check and actually see the pilot in their journals now. And as you look in there, she is at the controls, and you hear her scream, "Blood for the Blood God! Skulls for the Skull Throne!"
Oh, shit.
Leans very close, taps her on the shoulder.
And she is just wordlessly screaming as she turns her head around, and you see her just still jammed down on the flight controls full throttle.
We're supposed to land in one piece. I like your enthusiasm, but it is ill-placed.
Yeah, let us get out, and then you can ram the gun.
Oh, God.
throw me either a command check or a charm test based on how you want to approach it. And take a -10 penalty for the loud noise.
Oh, well, shit. That's failed by 2 degrees then.
Well, you just barely passed. Panacea didn't pass.
No, she rolled a 57 against target 47.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, normal
you
target's
got a-
37. I get +10 fellowship versus NPCs of the same crusade. And it's a -10 penalty for all the noise. So I failed by 2 degrees.
All right. So she just kind of cocks her head like she can't hear you and shakes her head, and then she turns back to the controls, and you see her just start to nose down, and as you look ahead through the window, she seems to be aiming right for the base of that very large gun.
Is there a co-pilot seat?
Yes, there is.
Does it have a stick?
Yes, it does.
Cornflake steps over, gets in the co-pilot seat, and pulls the stick in the opposite direction.
All right, throw me that aeronautica.
A lot of go pass.
Roll 20 says I critically fail.
Oh,
You push
Okay.
down instead of pulling up.
You forgot flight controls were inverted.
A little bit.
no, the flight controls are just normal. She's used to inverted.
All right, so as you push down the flight controls, it does move the target off from the large blast doors that the pilots seem to be aiming at, and right towards the blackened volcanic rock ground instead.
Huh. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way.
Everyone has basically one more action to do what you're going to do before it crashes into the ground.
Okay, brace for fucking impact. And
Yeah, notices things don't seem to be going well. Double checks my strapping. Make sure that Ravenfang is strapped in properly, and braces.
Yeah, brace.
Strap self in and press the landing gear down, then kill the engine.
All right, throw me that aeronautica test.
I am having a bad day.
You hit the fucking afterburner, didn't you?
No. Maybe.
Can I tell the machine spirit to kill its normal engines and
And
something.
trigger retro boosters for, not crashing?
You can try to interface with it using tech use, but you'll take a penalty if you don't have operate aeronautica.
I
We're
don't have
having an
operate
argument in the
aeronautica.
cockpit. Every time I move a control one way, she moves it the other.
All right, so take a -10 to your tech use.
Nope, I made it worse.
No!
well, no, you just failed to actually change anything.
Oh, I'm just imagining like you did the binary chant equivalent, saying like, "Man, you gotta like chill out and go with the flow and just kind of relax." And it's like, "My Prometheum flows with a burning passion."
Hey, does anybody remember the scene from Star Wars when 3PO is trying to talk to the Falcon's droid brains, and 3PO comments about the language the droid brain is using?
Yep, we're having that moment.
All right, everyone who's strapped in, throw me either an agility test or a toughness test, your choice.
It's 1 point.
They're identical.
Nope.
Agility 100.
You critically fail.
Fuck.
God damn, tell me, we're all gonna die at this rate.
What kind
Well,
of...
bye bye to Undivided. The gods weren't with him.
Goodbye, anointed one. It was nice knowing you.
Do I have like fate point I can spend to re-roll it?
You can't use fate point. You can't use infamy points to reroll yet. Your corruption isn't high enough.
Crap.
I have corruption.
You need like 21 or higher to do it.
Sad
Oh.
face. Yeah, this went delightfully badly.
Crap.
Okay, so Dried Guide and Zonatov Delighted Suffering. Throw me a 1d10.
Okay.
Fiaura, throw me a 1d10. And Solus and Panacea, throw me a 1d5. Dried Guide, you do, yes.
I'll give you a hint. You wanted to roll low.
Yeah.
Alright, now everyone take that much damage minus your toughness bonus alone, not your armor.
Woohoo! I take no damage.
Minus toughness bonus.
Cornflake is perfectly fine.
I also
How do
take...
How do I work out my toughness bonus? Is it just...
It's the tens digit of your toughness score.
Okay, so I take 5.
Do those with minions have to roll for the minion, or is that okay?
I'll give the minions a pass for this one.
Okay.
No.
I mean, the skull flies, so it wouldn't really crash.
All the minions are greasy smears.
Where
And a Cyber Mastiff is a Cyber Mastiff. He probably just, like, mag locks his feet onto the deck plate.
Ooh,
True.
I have Maglock on my power armor. I could maglock myself to the deck plate.
Where is my
Anyway,
fucking health? Where's my health? Where's my health?
First page at the bottom.
Bottom.
Next to your armor and defense, it says wounds.
Oh, yeah, wounds, there we go.
So total wounds is how many wounds you can take. Current wounds is how many wounds you have left.
Right, got it. So 5 wounds, so I'm down to 11.
Alright, and your lander takes a hard crash right into the rock. You see it crack the ground around it, burning wreckage as the pilot is apparently nowhere to be seen, as she was apparently thrown through the windshield.
If we find the pilot, I'm going to shoot her.
Oh, I've got a sneaking suspicion Korn already has her skull. The shattered itty bitty remains of it.
And this is why you wear a seatbelt.
I wore my seatbelt, but it didn't bloom it help.
It wasn't tight enough.
Of course, before you is the Grand Canyon, and behind you is a bunch of Tau Fire Warriors who seem to be focused on firing outwards as the various other landers drop off their cohorts. You notice the one that is due west of you seems to just be hovering in the air, its cohort dropping by grapnel lines and taking up firing positions.
Okay.
The one to the north of you seemed to do a little touch and go as it barely touched the rock and then angled upward and just dumped everyone in the cargo hold out the ass end of it.
So the Fire Warriors haven't noticed us yet, basically.
Oh, they've noticed you. They just haven't turned to face you yet.
Right.
It's kind of hard to not notice the massive firestorm that was your lander.
Oh, in that case, I slap both mine and Ravenfang's releases and jump out.
Right, I also undo my seatbelt and
get moving to the best of my abilities.
Oh shit!
Corn.
I never gave you a token for my minion, did I? Do I need one?
Yes, it would be quite handy to have one.
What shape are the meat shields?
Where's my token? Where's my token?
Cornflake elects to go out through the hole that that said pilot made.
Alright.
How do I get my token on the game board?
Open up the first page, the bio and info page of your journal, and then just drag the image onto the map.
Okay. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna. Are there any like big bits of the lander that made it out of the crash? Like wings, just anything that I could take cover behind that.
Oh yeah, it's like basically mostly intact, just face planted into the rock.
Right, I'm gonna probably get out the same way Cornflake did and take cover behind the lander. Can I roll perception just to see if there's any like fuel spilling out, basically anything that could be flammable and turn this into another explosive?
Where's the nearest towel formation?
That would...
That would be the towels manning the wall surrounding us.
Okay.
I mean, it's technically for you, I think, like the bottom left one.
Here, tell me, I'm gonna roll to see if any of the fuel from the dropship's leaking out. Is that just a base perception check?
Yeah, throw me your awareness skill.
Oh, awareness skill.
I dropped a Cybermastiff image in minion meshing. Tell me.
Yeah. God damn it! It's fine, guys. Don't worry. We're completely fine.
Well, firstly,
Using
I
the
don't-
dropship as cover, takes aim and starts laying suppressive fire on the nearest towel formation.
I was going to say, are we in roll initiative at this point?
Yes, you are. And I gave you a little profile that you could fill out for your Cybermastiff.
So we're rolling initiative.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Right.
Everybody's initiative should be plus normal because we are all humans, so we all have the quicken the dead trait.
Yeah.
Well, someone's initiative is plus stupid.
Well, somebody's got 4 agility plus the +2 for being human. And managed to max out the fucking roll.
I thought I got a good initiative roll. Nope. Kicks his leg, slapped that in the penis.
Hey, yeah, I mean, it's better than mine. I don't seem to be able to load up that character sheet, you tell me.
Hetty, you didn't roll. Oh, yeah, you did. Wheeler hasn't rolled initiative because he hasn't selected his token.
Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm a bit stuck.
Click on your token with the mouse cursor, select option, then you click on the button.
Click on what button? Alright. That button? No, not that button.
So you scroll down and you see this thing that says initiative. It's just below infamy and agility on the first page.
Oh, right, on my... right, sorry, I was clicking my token.
Cheers, that's got it hit home.
You just have to have your token
Alright.
selected.
Right.
Well, that didn't work, so I'll have to do it the hard way for the tokens.
What do you mean?
Oh, the initiative button on the generally made for the tokens wasn't working, so.
There. There we go. That right? Is it done?
Looks right.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, wait a minute. It should actually be plus 2 more because you have the quick and the dead trait.
Got the +2 in it base.
Okay, because the formula's just showing that you rolled a 6 plus your 3 agility bonus.
Yes, I'm playing a corn girl.
Did you click on
Her name is
custom or
Cornflake.
did you click on initiative?
Oh, I clicked on initiative straight. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Hold on, I'll just change that to 11 then.
Works for me. We have descending combat order. Alright, first one up is Solus. What are you up to?
The tech heretic.
So one of the cannons we need to destroy is right there, isn't it?
Yes, it is literally right behind you. And you can still feel the heat radiating off of its barrel and plasma firing up into the sky.
So I'm playing something out of type for me, Toki, for the fun of it.
Do the minions also get the +2 initiative?
No, they don't. Just for simplicity of play, though, I'm having them go on your turn, so...
Okay.
Gonna see if I can't make a xenotech check to see how I would best disable the cannon. At least I'd like to. Is that possible?
Sure. Go ahead and throw, like, tech use, and if you have Forbidden Lore Xenos, get a plus 20 bonus.
I have to bring up the rulebook for myself.
No, I've got common laws, you know.
Do my action.
As Xeno isn't a common lore, it's a forbidden lore.
Alright, I'll make that change.
Even amongst chaos, Xenos isn't a common law.
At
I
least
suppose we
accurate information.
I suppose for chaos it'd be more of a scholastic law, but yeah.
Yeah. Hey, first success.
Well, do you look at that as large and as heavily armored as it seems to be? It's quite sturdy. You don't think that you can just plant a grenade and demolish it in any particular way. At least you can't find any good access points to do that. You would probably have to find a power source within. I mean, as much plasma as it's throwing off, it must have like some sort of power reactor underneath it.
Yeah. Are there any entrances to it?
Oh yeah, there's a big old blast door that your pilot was aiming towards until people started doing shenanigans.
And unfortunately, people decided they wanted to live.
So like you can turn around and closest edge of the gun to you, there's just like a big blast door that you could run up to.
We probably want to deal with the forces outside before we start pissing off the forces inside, though.
Probably.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
I like how that's a probably like it's something for an under advisement.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
under advisement.
Well, I'm going to start laying down some fire on the North Tower group then. It's only, what, 14 meters?
Yeah.
Well
It
then.
counts as a horde enemy, as they are a massive squad of fire warriors working together.
A horde enemy, you say?
Yes, a horde enemy.
Well, Betty Burner, it's time to deal with that horde.
Alright.
Just turn and firing a flamer.
Yeah, it's got a range of 20.
That's fair.
Can I also have my minion do the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Consistency. We like this. All right. Roll me magnitude damage for your flamer, which is its range increment divided by 4, round up, plus 1d5.
Wait, what?
So like a flamer has a range of 30. You divide this by 4, which is 7.5. You round it up to 8, and then you add 1d5. That's the magnitude damage you do to a horde.
Okay, so 5 plus 4.
So it should read roll 1d5 plus 5.
Heyo.
And do it again for your minion. Well, you see these fire warriors were aiming at the disheveled horde of chaos minions that were north of them, and suddenly one of them like taps another on the shoulder and they shout and turn around, and just as they turn around, a solid wave of flame comes over the squad. You see every single one of them is on fire, flailing, screaming, trying to throw themselves at the rock and roll around, and it's just not going out, and they're dying in a fire slowly and terribly.
Tell you like good bastards.
As the horde, there's no more. It is effectively all dead, or at least burning to death slowly.
Basically, good
probably.
death that's dished out by chaos.
Alright. And that will bring us up to Cornflake turn.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Nice reference.
Okay.
Just the same, playing the song would get Fee's account banned faster than you can blink.
Yeah.
So, Bravo of Johnny's Pampador. Oh my god. I like you.
Well, that's one less thing for us to worry about.
We've got 3 more hordes to deal with.
I'm waiting on it, tell me.
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Okay. So Cornflake is going to move. Is going to use the craft for cover and take her full action to do 2 things. One, don't want to draw that. Everything in the cone is getting hit with suppressive fire from the her auto gun, and the offhand using ambidextrous is going to throw a smoke grenade on top of us.
Not
Alright. Throw me ballistic skill test for suppressive fire.
Okay. So I roll. So this is no aim. I am at short range. And this is a suppressing fire. And then my weapon gives me a 10. I actually hit someone with suppressive fire. Not to mention they have to. So now they make a pinning test, which is willpower. I used full auto, so willpower minus 20.
All right.
And while you do that, I'll roll the ballistic test for the smoke grenade. Okay. Smoke grenade is here. So long as you are within 5 of that hex, you are now in smoke.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. They pass their pinning test. Barely, but they do.
They have 58
how many-
willpower?
38 plus 20 for their horde magnitude, minus 20 for the full
Got
auto.
it. Alright, well, the run random guy I hit takes 13.
And you reduce horde magnitude by 1 as one of the Tau Fire warriors is just drilled with a lucky shot right through the faceplate. And now we're at Tau turn.
Oh, joy.
Well, the Tau you tried to suppress are going to decide that cover is a good idea. They're going to jump on the other side of their cover.
They do realise that there are more cultists that side of the wall than there are this side of
Yeah, but they're not getting hit by the ones outside the wall just yet.
the
And- And you know, Jim Bob over there, his head just kind of exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they're going to try to take a shot at Xanatov.
Yay for sucky initiative rolls.
So, let's see here. What is,
And they miss terribly at you. A lot of sound and fury. You see pulse rounds just peppering the craft behind you and going off into the rocks in the distance. But
Hey, I
you,
think
for
one of
some
those
reason, have survived a hail of fire.
I think one of those bounced off the armor for the anti-orbital cannon. Let me guess. The one that Fee shot was the one that was in charge of that little cohort.
Apparently. He's the one who was aiming. He must have had the marker light on him. And the ones directly to the west of you are going to shoot at your fellow Chaos Brethren.
Okay.
The ones outside the wall or the ones inside the wall?
if we are inside of the smoke, all ballistic tests against us are negative 20, by the way.
Yeah, I counted that for Eddie's shot. But
Well, Hetty's outside the smoke.
oh, he actually is. Well, it doesn't matter anyways.
Doesn't matter because apparently Fire Warriors can't shoot the toffee.
Apparently. God damn,
And-
they're at short range and everything.
These ones are going to turn and try to shoot at Xanatov. The ones in the northwest.
Damn! Oh shit! This is gonna hurt.
Oh, it might.
Wow, that's a crit.
Yep.
Just to
Apparently have a
Panacea,
worse
you might have
shot
work to
than
do.
Carl. Well, Carl hit his friends. They haven't hit
She
their
already got
friends
hit,
yet,
so-
so
Pretty bad hit going in.
they're doing better than Carl.
Ooh.
That is bad luck rolls.
Oh dear.
So 2 lots of damage, 11 and 14. Is that right?
Yes. Because it is a horde attack, you cannot dodge.
That
So
basically means I've got to take it, doesn't it? Okay.
Well, here's hoping you have good armor.
Sadly, I don't have enough to survive pen 6, I don't think.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, whereabouts do they hit me?
Body shot.
Body shots, right.
Don't you have a shield?
So pen 6 means I've got... Pen 6 means I'm through armor and toughness. No, pen 6 means they completely ignore, or they just about ignore the armor, as in they match my body armor. Okay, so 3 toughness off of each attack. So that
Ow.
is 8 and 11. Okay. Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
I
bad.
have 17. I thought I was the
I'm
top
on-
one.
I'm on minus 8 wounds.
Ooh.
Ow.
Christ.
Well, let's look at the crit result then.
-8.
As the
Not a
attack
ballistic.
washes over Xanatov, his skin turns black and peels off while melted fat seeps from his clothing and armor. You're stunned for 2d10 rounds, and the attack has his strength, toughness, and agility until he receives medical treatment. The extensive scarring deals 2d5 permanent fellowship damage. That is really bad. That's the reason why cover is a good thing, too.
That's why I declared using the dropship for cover.
Yeah.
And
Well,
threw down
if
a
I
smoke
if
grenade.
I wasn't screwed over by my initiative roll, I'd have been on them before they had a chance to shoot at me. But oh well.
And you are stunned for 11 rounds.
So basically, I'm out of this combat.
Your strength, toughness, and agility counts as half until someone treats you medically.
Okay.
Medic.
Thankfully, the dog means I still get to go.
Alright, Wheeler Jack. You just saw Xanatov get blasted by Tau pulse weaponry and probably screamed pretty badly. What are you up to?
Right. There is very little chance I'm going to actually be able to get out there and drag him back under the smoke cover. And it's probably just better that the tower ignore him for now, so I'm probably just going to focus on trying to thin the numbers a bit. I'm guessing I've got my last gun draw on.
Yep.
Right. If I do... Right. I'm going to. What do I need to do a suppressing fire that Conflict did?
So suppressive fire is a ballistic test at -20. You must have a burst fire or full auto gun. So do you have one of those?
Guessing last gun is.
Yeah, last gun has a semi-auto rate, so you can do it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to. Oh no, we do this. Okay, freehand, I guess. So I'm going to try and suppress that squad. Can everyone see? Can everyone see that?
Yep.
Do you measure out a 45-degree angle?
Do I?
But
You have a
we did it.
45-degree angle, you could get both.
Ooh, can I? Right, well. First, how do I measure 45 degrees? No, 90s.
It's half of 90, just eyeball it. That's what I do. You're good for both.
Right. I do. Hold on. How do I clean up my drawings?
Back to the cursor, and then you can just click select and delete.
That's close enough.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to hit. So roll a ballistic skill check.
At -20. To see if you actually get a hit in your wild spraying.
No. A hit.
You got no hits, but you buzz them with las blasts over their head. So they have to throw their pinning tests.
Right time for the flamer to go again, basically. That's the plan. Hey, that's one suppressed.
Alright, so you got both of them failing. They are now successfully pinned. Alright. Sister Panacea, you're covered in smoke. You got burning wreckage next to you, and Xanatov is down. What do you do?
She's muted.
She is.
Probably shouldn't mute yourself.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I go over to Zenitov and I pull him into cover. Don't know how much my action takes if I'm still able to make a check.
Alright, how far away was he from you? 5 meters? So is that a half move right for you or a full move?
Normal human.
It depends on your agility.
My agility is 35.
Alright, so 3 is your half move rate, so it's going to be a full move for you to get up to him. And I will say throw me either acrobatics or athletics if you want to drag him as part of your full move. Alright, so you like run up and you reach down and you're gonna like try to drag him out there, and you go to pull and you just kind of stop there as you jerk to a halt.
Crap.
Oh well.
What we're doing
Xanatov,
about- I was going to say, what are we doing about the fact that I've got a minion?
your minion can do his minion things.
I'm just laughing at the fact that the tower watching a hand of a small, I guess the term is Nurglite Lolly nurse, reach out of smoke and grab the person that they just gunned down, trying to drag him into the smoke.
No, they're all ducking in cover, going, "Oh God, why did we stay on this side of the wall?"
Ravenfang will charge the northerly lot of Tau that are still standing and try and shock bite them.
Alright, go for it.
So this is a charge attack, a charge melee attack.
Bork, bork, bork.
What bark indeed.
How quickly can I cross 18 meters? Full sprint.
No modifiers other than the normal one for a charge attack, is that right?
Yep.
One of those towers very much stunned.
All right, throw me damage.
Is Bravo Head twitching on us?
Yeah.
All right, so your Cybermaster runs up towards the tower, and you see it just like leap onto one of the fire warriors and start. It raises its arm to block off the bite, and it's chewing on the arm, and doesn't seem to be doing much to
Damn.
their actual squad effect.
Overall.
Well, presumably that one member
Icon
is
ransom.
now unconscious from the fact that they just got hit by effectively a shock maul.
Yeah, just in terms of horde mechanics, it did absolutely no magnitude damage, so they're still at effectively full strength.
Even though one member's down already.
It's not because you didn't actually do enough damage to break through Tau combat armor and toughness.
I didn't think that meant that mattered for a stun attack.
It does. Stun attacks say you have to penetrate the armor and toughness. That's
Okay.
why you still roll a damage roll.
All right. And meanwhile, the rest of Strikewing Noctisa is getting out of their lighters and getting on the ground and ready to fight.
This is going poorly. We must rectify.
All right, Solus, you're up. What are you up to?
Well, Bravo can no longer burn the one the dog is attacking because he'd hit the dog.
So I'd say get the one that I'm not.
Oh, you care about the dog.
It's a machine, of course he cares about the dog.
I'd say hit the one that jumped over the wall. Considering these idiots are now pressed.
And flame weapons ignore cover.
Yeah.
Think it can move there.
I will be 1 second.
I agree. I'm surprised Hetty went for the dog charging instead of pulling him into cover.
Holy shit!
God damn!
Well then!
I don't think there's going to be even Tau battle armor to recover from that one.
Bravo for MVP.
Are you
Do I-
throwing your own flamer into it too, or?
Yeah, I'll throw my own flamer into it if they're not utterly dead.
I mean, they're being suppressed by machine gun fire and now sprayed with flamethrowers.
I mean, I don't know what's the effect of does Bravo's attack actually kill them all?
Well, you have to
Is it-
roll magnitude damage for it now, which is the same as before, 25 plus 5.
God damn it!
All right, you see over half of them just covered in flames, flailing, screaming, dying, some of them jumping into the lava just to end it quicker.
Yes.
Okay, Solus on the other hand. Well, Johnny's got that group suppressed.
How many of them still left? Is there like some still left or something?
Looks about a little under a third of them are still left.
Do they have to roll a willpower check or anything to?
Yes, they will on their turn.
Cornflakes, you want to toss a grenade in there and just end it for them?
We don't have lethal grenades.
I do have lethal grenades. They're in my launcher.
That's nice.
As well as fun
Uh.
time grenades.
The squad that surrenders first doesn't die.
You actually shout that out?
Yes.
Cool.
Do I need to roll a fellowship check for that?
Probably.
Throw me intimidation.
This isn't gonna go too well. No bonuses because I just set them all on fire.
I'm going to say plus 20 bonus for setting them on fire.
You
What?
put plus 20.
Target
You put a
zero?
plus instead of just putting 20, so there's 2 pluses in the
Ah.
equation.
Yeah, broke the math.
We've been over this. The way Roll20 works is it automatically assumes it's a positive. There we go.
Oh! Oh boy.
Alright.
Did
So
I just throw an
considering your
organ?
massive success, you want to rephrase or elaborate on your threat?
That is an effective 6 degrees of success.
Oh, yes!
Those that surrender now won't be lit on fire by me, and will be treated amicably.
This is an intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta remember, this is a Johnny Bravo intimidation.
Welcome to the army.
Oh.
You
Welcome to the Fiaura room. Johnny Bravo into got it. Go all out full Johnny Bravo.
So yes, the squad that doesn't, or the squad that surrenders won't be lit on fire.
Well, let me roll some willpower tests, see how well that goes.
Because one of our objectives is to take prisoners.
Aye. If we don't kill him, we might be able to get a card into the cannon.
Wow. Well, the one that's in the middle, they basically just kneel down, hands up, drop their weapons. The other two look really scared and really uncertain, possibly because one of them is massively on fire and the other has a robot dog trying to chew on it.
So this squad surrendered, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Azel, I promised to bring back for interrogation and conversion. I made no promises for sacrifices.
Alright, Cornflakes, what are you up to?
Only one squad surrendered, and
So the boxed out one and surrendered.
And the one in the red is still being suppressed by me. Oh, there we go. Cornet's getting in there.
you have that much movement?
That's a full run action. Sorry, I had to put my initiative back on the thing because I deleted myself by accident when I took away my suppression count. That is a full run action directly into melee combat with them.
Alright.
I still have an extra 2 meters of move if I need it.
Well, that could be assumed to be what you used to cover to vault the wall.
On the way in, she slings her her auto gun around so that it's on her back and whips out the axe and the sword as a free action. This is my wall now! Come and take it from me!
So, the squad that's been chewed on by the Cyber Mastiff. You see the ones that are closest to the dog, just like they pull out their bonding knives, or they go and just try to bludgeon it and like get to release their comrade as they're hammering shots down on it.
Oh no, doggy, no!
In other words, they made the wrong choice and did not surrender.
Yep.
Checking my phone. Well, it's not my turn.
I can still just imagine one of them just kind of stood up with his arm out with his robot dog hanging off of his arm.
They actually got hit. I'm surprised. It's Tau and Melee.
I just realized I pulled a Tom. I rolled a 1 on my Intimidate check.
Yep. Yep, you pulled an orc on it.
Yeah.
And they are apparently incredibly bizarre Tau as they roll max damage on their bonding knife.
Jesus.
Well, they are Farsight enclaves. This is.
So 7.
But 0.
Wait, did I get shanked?
No,
No, that's the Cyber Mastiff.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so how many times does that 7 apply?
It just applies once.
Apparently
so he
I've
takes
caught up
1
with
point of
technology.
damage.
Tink, 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 tink.
And then a few of them that are in the back ranks of the Tau Fire Warriors aim their rifles over in the general direction of Xanatov.
Oh shit, no, he wasn't actually... Sorry, he wasn't actually damaged. I've put the... Hang on. Guard flak armor, is that 4 or 5?
It's 4.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So the ones in the back ranks level their pulse rifles, and they take aim at the power armored figure that's trying to reach Xanatov.
Oh no. Did they get any minuses because I'm suppressing them?
Uh-oh.
Suppression is broken when someone gets into melee with the suppressed target.
Right.
That's a hit.
Okay.
And they do 11 energy damage, pen 6.
Wait, who does this?
The Northern Fire Warrior squad is shooting at our little panacea.
Basically, half of them had a go at trying to shank the damn dog, and the other half took a shot at the medic.
Hetty, gonna call it now. You're gonna want to call back your dog.
Oh, hey Tommy. You didn't say. Can I roll intimidate to try to force him
I
to
would.
attack me?
The ones in front of you? Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
So I'm armor 10. So I would subtract 4. I take 7. Correct?
Alright. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh right.
Alright.
You're which one of you is wearing power armor?
I am.
Yeah, you can take their pulse rifles.
And to
Damn.
see just how the Fire Warriors respond to cornflakes.
I am down to 4 current.
Oh, they do not care.
They have 2 degrees versus my 4.
Yeah, and now to see how they care about the fact that they've been relatively decimated.
Do they surrender?
Oh, they maybe.
This is my wall now.
They are a very disorganized rabble now. A few of them have been like intimidated into like holding up their knives and thinking that they're going to face cornflakes with the rest of their cadre. And the rest of them in the back just like went, good luck with that, and they just started turn and run for it. So what used to be like 30 Tau Fire Warriors facing you, there's like 2, and they're not really in any condition to fight.
I'll give him props for either bravery or stupidity, one of the two.
For the greater good!
And that horde is effectively eliminated.
There's still 2 of them left standing, right?
Yeah, but they're not really in a condition to fight and succeed against you at all.
That's
like you
fine. I
just
just want to
slap them
clarify
up.
that there are 2 of them there, so that on my turn I can do something to take prisoners.
Okay.
Alright. Wheeler Jack, what are you up to?
And I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Remember,
right.
this is energy supported by you guys. Please drop 50%. In the meantime,
Since I can't suppress them now because the dog's in the way, I guess just straight up rapid fire with the last gun. Do this. So is it, guessing it's ballistic skill check and then... Oh wait, no, I'll do it. I do it on the actual last gun, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah, on the last gun where it says hit you.
So I'm gonna do... I can do a half action to do a half aim, can't I?
Yes, you can.
And that's a half action?
Yep.
Right, okay. Submit. How close am I?
You're within short range, because last gun short range is 50 meters.
Got range, so plus 10 again. Right. And the type of attack is semi-automatic. And submit.
Nice.
Yay!
Alright, and since you're just trying to shoot them, you actually did get a extra plus 20 for the size of the fire team, so... This means you can roll up to your maximum number of hits, which is 3 instances of damage.
3 instances of damage, so roll 2 more damage. Got it?
Yep.
Ooh! That's 25. 25 damage.
Alright, so as you just rake your las gun over the squad and you're pulling off shots, and you can just see people getting cored right through their combat armor and dropping down to the ground as you've taken a toll on their horde.
So basically,
They've
I
lost
just-
3 magnitude.
This bag of hugs of high dollars.
Headshots against
Hold!
things.
Death to the false emperor.
Awesome. So are they? How many are left in that group?
It looks like they've only taken about 30% casualties.
Oh. Better odds than we had before.
Alright, Sister Panacea. You just got shot at. You got Xanatov stunned, loopy at your feet. What do you do?
I can watch it from here too.
Praise be to Slash.
Yes, I connected to the Wi-Fi. I can watch.
Ivana's muted themselves again.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Praise
So
the
screw
Lord.
trying to move him at this point. I'm going to just try to heal him. So what kind of penalties am I looking at?
Medicaid test for first aid?
Yep.
Just throw me a first aid test. Challenging. Which is +0.
Okay.
$16 compared to 61. Damn.
Alright, throw me a 1d5.
Fun.
God damn it.
Alright, Xanatov is now at 1 wound. He's still at the 8 critical damage,
That's
but you're
good
at
news.
1 wound.
I- I-
And because you've received medical treatment, you're no longer sucking the half penalty to strength, toughness, and agility.
Woohoo!
You are, however, for the moment, still stunned.
I think Pensia mutters, "You're lucky I love you, even though you're an Arbite."
Praise be to Slanesh.
Should have offered plays instead.
Alright, what do you want to do with your other half action?
I've forgotten, how did you go about healing critical damage?
I'm guessing we'll need to get back to the ship to do that.
Yeah, it's going to be
Fully
long-term
restore
care.
all of your wounds to heal any non-permanent critical damage.
And it's going to require a better facility than just the med kit I have with.
You can also spend an infamy point to recover 1d5 of your critical damage.
Okay.
But it also means that as soon as you drop to below 0 wounds again, you start at -8 critical right now.
Yeah.
I think I'll patch myself up.
That sounds like a good idea.
So
Alright, throw me that 1d5. You recover 5 wounds.
Does that 1d5 also include the fact that the sister's got a medkit?
Well, the medkit is why she's rolling against a 61.
yeah, the med kit gives me a +20.
To your chance to heal. Yeah, sorry, I'd forgotten that part of the mechanic. You know, I only played a doctor and only wore for most of it.
Alright. Xanatal Delighted Suffering. You are now on your second of 11 turns of being stunned until someone gets you out of it. And your dog is trying to chew on some towel. What are you up to?
I'd like to re-attack with the dog.
You don't want to get it out of the way before I burn the group?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I can't instruct the dog. I'm stunned.
Stunning.
Absolutely stunning.
Indeed.
Could always be worse.
I'm gonna go for a. I'm gonna do for a. Mind you, I still can't dodge whether I go for all out or not, can I?
No.
Nope. Can't dodge or parry horde attacks.
Sad face.
So take down a full action, or is it half an action?
God damn it! Oh nope, that is a pass.
That is
Sorry,
Yeah?
by 1 degree of success.
I was about to say.
Throw me damage.
You're screaming, "God damn it!" at a success.
Yeah,
God, you're picky.
He's still there.
10.
Expect.
Alright, you see him just, like, rip into one of their thighs, and just, you see the towel, like, go limp as he gets shocked by the bite, and he starts, like, tearing and worrying and shaking his head at the leg like dogs do, and you just see him, like, swinging the towel around, slamming him into other towel nearby as people are just going down.
Good doggy. Praised be Slanesh.
And before we get back to our tech priest's turn, you hear a massive boom sound coming from the sky.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Those of you who have extensive battlefield experience might recognize it as something akin to the sound barrier being broken.
Oh, sweet. Thanks for the tip.
Oh. Fuck. I think I know what that is.
Thanks for the tip, Jake.
Battle
It's
suit's
appreciated.
probably inbound, or bombers.
No, it wouldn't be a bomber. I'm thinking battlesuit.
Or orbital drop pods. With Space Marines. We can hope for Space Marines, okay? We can hope for Chaos Space
Why did they
Marines!
come here? I'm pretty sure one of them's an Iron Warrior, and he's not going to give a crap if we get blown up.
That is entirely fair.
Tech Priest, what are you up to? Solus.
Well, I'm gonna pass by the man who's still blubbering on the ground, going, "Praise be to Slanesh," pat him on the shoulder, and go, "I'm sorry about your dog. I'll fix him later." Last chance, you lot. Those who surrender don't get burned.
We have cupcakes.
Well, by my planner anyway. And yes, we have cupcakes.
Alright, Throdies, either charm or intimidate as you want to go with it.
Does he get any bonuses for the fact that the dog just started ragging it to them?
And they've already seen me light up 2 other squads.
And they've been shot.
Yeah, get plus 10 bonus. It's a little offset, actually, by the fact that a dog is currently chewing them up, and it's kind of something you don't surrender while being actively attacked.
Oh, goddammit, whoopsie.
Surrender
I broke it
and
again.
the dog.
You broke it again, but you also critically failed.
There.
There we go.
You have
Alright, let's see how their willpower goes.
Oh. Yeah, no, they're not having it.
You see a few of them just, like, say, effectively, screw this. They throw down their pulse rifles and they just, like, raise up their hands.
He's gonna make a movement to get out of the way, allowing the ones who surrendered to get out of the way before he burns the rest.
Alright, throw it.
We're the most caring bunch of Chaos cultists ever.
Because I'm taking it, not all of them actually surrendered.
Yeah, it's like half of them split off, so... Alright, throw me your magnitude damage on it.
That squad just evaporated off the face of the planet.
Yep.
Oh yeah. The ones who are still fighting, they're gone. They're awash in a tide of ash. Along with the Cyber Mastiff, taking 14 fire damage, pen 2.
I told him to move the dog. And then I
Every
apologized for it.
campaign needs a Sophie.
God, is that what Sophie is known as now? Every campaign needs a team-killing fucktard.
So 14 pen 2, so... Take 2 off of the 6.
Oh yeah, that is a 14, so also throw a 1d5 for me, Solus.
Yeah, you rolled max damage. Sure, we might actually kill the damn dog already.
Yeah, minions don't have that
So-
much points.
So -8.
Alright. Well, your minion just got the same treatment you did. You see, like, plates are boiling, and you see, like, the vital engine fluids are just dripping out from under it and evaporating this hissing steam, and the machine just kind of grinds, and you hear that nasty popping sound like something just got thrown loose as it suddenly stops moving.
Turns into a statue in an awkward position and then just slowly keels over sideways and falls on the
Yep.
floor.
Gonna get out my multi-tool and prepare to work. I can fix it. I can make it better. Rocket launcher
Alright.
here, size increment increase there.
Cornflakes, what are you up to?
What is Cornflake up to? Well, you said there was 2 of them still left here, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I did
Like the 2 who thought all their squad was behind them, and they just looked over their shoulder and realized they're not.
The first one, I'm going to perform a takedown attack against, which is a standard attack. So it's no aim. Standard attack action. 10 for the weapon. That hits by 2 degrees. He can attempt to parry or dodge.
He can't.
Okay. Does 11 punches armor toughness?
Yeah, he's basically... You can do whatever you want to him at this point. He is totally helpless.
So, I use takedown to stun him and knock him unconscious. And I look at the other one and go, do I have to knock you out too? Or can you gonna drag your friend with you willingly?
He looks at you, looks at what just happened to his companion, looks at you, and just like the name tag guy in the 3rd Austin Powers movie, he just lays down on the ground.
My other half action is to pick both of them up and just sling them over my shoulder.
Alright.
Job done.
And now the Tau turn. You have a group that has basically surrendered out there.
Yep.
You got some of your fellow cultists are starting to trade shots because they don't really know that they surrendered. They're just taking pot shots at the Tau and kind of laughing when they see Tau go down.
Can I, I've got my comm beads, so can I yell at them to stop? To stop the whole fire? We've cleared the area. Okay,
You can do.
The Tau have surrendered to the heretic.
Yep. Ceasefire. All hostiles down. We've got prisoners to move to transports.
And you start to hear a strange song that's coming out of the sky.
What? Do I recognize it as Tau speak, or is it Imperial? Well, you know, Gothic.
Oh, you definitely recognize it as just Imperial language, and you start to hear it coming over your microbeads as well. And that song is in the server.
Okay.
Just walking back with 2 towels slung over
Oh,
his shoulders.
fuck. Oh, fuck.
What's with the music?
That's what's coming over a microbead.
And you see a giant pillar of fire, badassery, and smoke coming down to the ground outside of the Tau position. Slamming into the rock. Just shaking the ground so hard you can feel from where you are.
Oh, don't want to go in.
Starts tossing prisoners into our transport with the no longer alive cultists.
Okay.
Is our transport working? I thought the pilot went through the window.
Doesn't matter. We can lock it, and I can seal the window, and then they can't get out.
True enough.
Or we can just call one of the cultist transports over.
That too.
So,
Do you
anyone
know
gonna
who
know
I am?
the ultramarine drop
Have you
pod
any
that just
idea how many anonymous
dropped?
henchmen I've killed over the years?
Yeah.
You haven't even got a name tag.
You got no chance.
Do we
Why don't you just
recognize
fall
it?
down? Got some.
I mean, those of you came from Segmentum Ultimar, which is Wheeler Jack, Xanatov. You definitely would.
I wouldn't.
There's nothing weird about the pod. I am praying to God there's something weird about the pod.
I'm not from. Am I from Ultimar? I thought I was local.
Yeah, but
drop-
the local area is in Segmentum Ultimar, so.
Let me put it this way. It's a drop pod without spiky bits. It's not one of ours.
Definitely not one of ours. I start yelling, Space Marine contact to the back.
Why are Space Marines coming here?
I don't know, but I think we've got a bigger problem.
Same reason we're here, to get the artifact, and they're probably here to get the artifact before we do.
Yep.
Somebody,
Alright,
we need to turn this orbital gun on the Space Marines.
Becky, can you get on that?
Wheeler Jack, it's your turn. You just saw that thing slam into the dirt, and you recognize what it is. What are you up to?
Okay, first thing is get on my combi and yell to, okay, all friendly units, we have a Space Marine drop pod and I give the coordinates for the drop pod. Be advised, heavy infantry inbound.
God, so tactical. You could just say we're fucked.
But Slanesh isn't here.
I'm probably going to move over to the
Ultra
medic, 'cause
fucked
it'll be,
at that.
I'm guessing it'll take him around to at least get here. So I'm going to move up to the rest of the squad and just go, okay, does anyone have a decent plan for how we're going to deal with this?
Yes.
If it is the plan, hope that they convert to Papa Nurgle.
No.
You see, you say no, but I'm not convinced you actually mean no.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with Cornflake's plan of get the orbital gun on those things before they new one.
Can the orbital gun even traverse that low?
It doesn't look like it.
Crap. Okay, plan B, get the grenade launcher out. I've got my grenade launcher out. Somebody patch me up, and then we'll just see what we can do next. Because there are about 5. There's at least one drop. There's 1, 2 lots of cultists before they can have a go at us. That at least it will use them to. It'll at least get them to use a bit of a bit of their ammunition before hitting us.
Alright, Sister Panacea, Xanatov is still stunned hard right next to you, and you just saw something large, heavy, and apparently moving faster than the speed of sound slammed into the rock.
Okay. I get on the Voxnet.
Okay.
Everyone! The servants of the Corpse Emperor have shown themselves. We must show them the bolt of their way. Get them! And try to inspire wrath.
Alright, throw it.
Did the little Nurglite just try to make us all pissed off?
Yeah.
The little nerd.
Okay. Just about worked.
Anyone who wants to resist this has to roll a willpower test against it.
I'm gonna roll a willpower test.
Don't.
I'm fine with it.
And
what does this do? Am I allowed to know what it does before I roll?
you would end up with Hatred, Adeptus Astartes.
And would I be forced to charge them?
Not necessarily.
Right, okay, I won't resist then.
I mean, there is a potential downside to hatred.
is.
In the meantime, this is.
Let me just look up and actually see. What it is.
I've got it here. Let me a second, and I will.
My character.
So it's a willpower check.
Okay. A group, organization, or race has wronged the character in the past, fueling his animosity. When fighting opponents of the specific group in close combat, the character gains a +10 bonus to all weapon skill tests made against him. The character also finds it difficult to back down from a fight with his hated foe and must make a willpower test to retreat or surrender when fighting him unless massively outnumbered or outclassed. So basically, what I
Yes,
have done
blueberries are trying to say blueberries.
is thrown all the meat shield.
Right. I'm gonna then roll a willpower because I don't want. If I fail, great. I've got the bonus against my weapon skill, but I don't want to end up in close combat, so falling back might be a good option. So willpower test to resist this.
Yep.
Any modifiers?
No, it's a flat willpower test.
All right.
So you do not have the blind, seething hatred of the Space Marines.
No. No.
Solus, however, does.
Those are some seriously uncool dudes.
Yeah.
Cornflake elects to fail.
Alright.
And Xanatar is stunned.
I presume because I was stunned while the proclamation was being made, it doesn't affect me.
You can still roll willpower test to resist if you want. Otherwise, it will. Just can't do anything about it right now.
Okay, I'm going to keep praising Slanesh.
Oh, great. Yeah, so I've got my grenade launcher out.
Yeah, using that Inspire Wrath ability as a full.
Fingers crossed they're just Scout Marines.
Xanatov, you're stunned, and your Cybermastiff is stunned, so...
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
We're back up to Solus, who has now gotten a seething hatred of the Ultramarines.
Fuck blueberries!
Can,
He's already been doing that.
Jack's gonna ask, Solus, can you actually get that gun either pointing at something that we could actually... Because I want to see if we can use the gun to shoot down whatever ship those things just came from. Or are them coming from?
I think it's gonna aim at that anyway. I'm more concerned about how we get ourselves out of here.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is our transport totally totaled, or is it just gonna take me a bit of repair on it?
We still need to so.
It's going to be hard for you to assess right now in the heat of battle.
Okay. Secondary plan. Get up to dog. Hunker down and try and pep up the pup.
Pop up the pep.
Alright, throw me some tech use, or trade Technomad if you have it.
Really, you think a tech priest would sully themselves with mere technomat knowledge on something?
Entirely possible.
Hey.
Alright, you managed to get it so that the thing seems to be moving. Its cogitator is whirring again. Seems to slowly be coming around back to life. Praise be to the Omnissiah.
Just as planned. What is not as planned is the sodding blueberries. I mean, power armor without flames. The fuck is wrong with them?
Oh, that's bad, I see.
I mean, there's no chrome on it. There's no flames. There's no. I mean, you can barely hear the engines.
New style.
Fucking squares.
So mechanically, how has that affected the dog?
Yeah, it's no longer stunned and it may act now.
That's good. That's
In
good
that
news.
case,
It's
yeah,
very good
okay.
news.
Alright, Cornflake, what are you up to?
Cornflake is casually walking to the front of the ship with a Tau body and going to proceed to use the Tau's armor to shove into the hole that the pilot made getting thrown out of the aircraft.
Alright.
Well, I get 1 degree of success automatically, but that's still a shit roll.
Well, you're jamming it in there. It at least looks nice. You're not sure how secure it would be. Definitely wouldn't be space worthy if you ever got it up into space, but
Nah, the Heretic can take it from here. Hey, Tech Priest!
Do you want me to fly it into space? It's not space worthy, but okay. I don't need to breathe.
No,
turn
I
is-
want you to make it space worthy.
Tau
Give me
turn
some
is
covering fire.
no longer here because they're all captured and or dead and or fleeing. And you hear the bolts blast off the drop pod. The doors open up and the squad inside steps out.
God, how many Space Marines are we dealing with?
Please be Scout Marine.
Nope. Nope. Scout Marines do not use drop pods.
That looks like a kill squad.
Yeah. How many?
4, isn't it, typically in a drop pod?
Yeah.
5 to 10.
It's
Yeah,
4 in
kill-
this case.
That is a kill squad. That is a veteran, a bolter trooper, an assault trooper, and that's a sergeant.
That's the Baskin Robbins of we're fucked, is what that is.
Just looks like 4 bolter guys and a sergeant. Oh, well, 3 bolter guys.
They're going to be elite. They're veteran.
Black armor is a veteran. Guy who's wearing a white helmet is a sergeant. Guy with a bolter is a regular marine,
helmets.
and the guy with a jump pack, a chainsaw, and a bolt pistol is an assault marine.
Oh wait, that was. No, it's a white's veteran, red's a sergeant.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got
a veteran, a sergeant. Yeah, this is
going to get ugly very, very fast.
Like I said, it's the Baskin Robbins of we're fucked. 31 different flavors.
Do we have communication to our people?
Oh yeah, black armor is Death Watch.
As in the rest of Strikewing Nocnisa, which is on the ground? Yes. As in to orbit? No.
Okay.
Yeah,
So Panthea was broadcasting to everybody in the strike.
Yeah.
I've got a Vox caster in my helmet.
I've got a comm piece in my. I've got an earpiece and. I don't think that's going to have the strength to get back into orbit.
No.
Right. But I'm guessing we can just the cultist Saturn.
Alright. Wheeler Jack, it's your turn. What are you up to?
Well, I'm gonna. Can I give orders to the Tau squad that just surrendered?
You can try to.
Okay, I'm gonna basically. I'm gonna walk over to the Tau squad. How far is that? There's the line thing. There's my line thing. And how do I work out again movement range? How do I work out my movement? Oh, wait.
It's should be on your sheet calculated
Yeah,
already.
it is. Yeah, it's there. I'm gonna move over sort of where to. I'm gonna take a full movement towards the Tau squad and sort of go. Oh right, okay. You're our prisoners. I'm a hell of a lot closer than those Ultra. If you don't start blasting, we're all gonna go. We're all going to die to those maniacs.
We're giving them weapons again.
They're telling them to pick up their arms.
Pick up their arms and shoot the Ultramarines. Shoot the Marines.
Well,
that are
this
coming
turned
in.
out differently than any of us had expected.
Because they don't care if you're Chaos or Xenos.
Top
You're
kick.
still dead.
Top kick.
Yeah. So
Throw me a command test for it.
command test. Okie dokes. Stop. I should stop closing these things. Ah. Command. And I've got any modifiers?
Listen up, you bunch of yellow armored
Nope.
blood-sissing maggots!
Straight up command.
Oh my god!
And you thought
Whoa,
Roll20
yeah.
wanted you all to die. Alright, you see them start to pick up their weapons, and they start muttering something about Gavesa at you, but they seem to be turning to face their firing position.
Awesome.
Did
First step to converting them.
they just
Alright.
take orders? Did they have hatred and took orders from us?
They have hatred ultras.
Sister Panacea, Xanatov is still stunned at your feet. What are you up to?
Xanatov is just dead.
Down
hard.
Would it be just another medica check to try to roust him?
Yep.
Oh, no,
Go ahead and do that.
Alright.
Just curious.
You jam him with your needles, and he starts to come back to his senses. Did you manage to slowly poison him with Nurgle Rod or something while you did it?
No, I promise not to.
That would not. So it would have
Praise
6.
be
That doesn't
to
necessarily
Sinai.
mean my needles.
Ow, that hurts.
9.
But that doesn't
I'd
mean
still
my
be up.
needles have been sterilized.
Wouldn't be happy. Whoopsie! What do you mean I'm missing my left ball? Missing your left ball.
Alright, and for your other half action?
Dear Richard.
Look cute and harmless.
You're in
Alright.
power armor.
Throw that deceive check. She looks absolutely adorable and completely harmless. Alright, Xanatov. You got a giant, massive, seeping chest wound, and you've been somewhat roughly patched up and brought back to your senses. What are you up to?
Ow. I walk towards Ravenfang while he kind of stutter walks towards me.
Alright.
And then I look him over, see if I can fix him at all.
Throw me a tech use.
Nope, I can't tell what's going off with him.
So basically, just slam your spanner in the top of its head and say, "Behave."
So I'm guessing that's going to be both my actions.
Yep. All right, our lovely rockin' the pompadour heretic Solus. What are you up to with your burning hatred of the blueberry?
Wanting to find a bigger gun so I can actually deal with them.
I mean, there's a whole bunch
We're
of
fighting
cow
Ultramarines.
pulse rifles on
This
the
is
floor.
result.
Yeah, but I don't know plasma.
Tau infantry don't. Speaking out of character, Tau infantry don't tend to carry heavy weapons. So one might have a marker light. Wait. Oh, I've just had a nasty idea.
What, you want to last the drop pod with the mark light and see if their artillery beast is in range.
Yeah, basically light it up with a marker light. See. Because
Didn't
pulling it on one of their own facilities.
the point 8 just tell me to repair the drop ship and make it space worthy?
No.
Yeah, we've got to live long enough for you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see if I can't find a mark light or see if the prisoners have a mark light on them.
All right, throw me an awareness test.
Oh, please have good awareness.
You're hoping too much.
Oh god.
Well, bipolar 20, you never know.
Nope.
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 Amidst all the carnage, you're having a hard time even making out bodies from the burning massacre, much less any individual piece of equipment.
Let's see if the drone can see anything.
That'd be an idea.
That'd be a good idea. Drone. Bravo of Johnny.
One of those is an assault marine. We're probably going to want to get ready for it to jump in.
I don't see it, but Bravo does.
Hey, Bravo!
Hey, dude, it's right there. No, there.
Yeah, he seems to spy something that might be it underneath one of the burning bodies.
Bravo just ran the corpse a little bit, grabbed the mark light with his teeth, and then fly back up to Solus.
Alright, that's your turn. Alright, Cornflakes, what are you up to?
Cornflake holds.
Just waiting?
Just waiting. Want to see what those damn blueberries do.
Oh god, each one of them has an individual thing. And no initiative, apparently.
That's fine. Well, you see their squad start to move out, firing their bolt pistol down into the horde that's due west of you. It's here, bam, 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 and you just see members of your strike wing just blowing up into bloody piles of gore like it's some macabre version of Looney Tunes.
So, Wednesday.
Yeah.
I told him he should duck.
Followed by another pouring in more bolter fire, and this bolter, it seems it has special munitions where instead of just the small little explosions of the bolt pistol, it's causing big explosions like miniature frag grenades going off in the middle of it as you just see half of that squad wiped out.
So is that the this to them in on the east, or is it the south squad near us?
That's the squad due west of you.
Right, crap.
Well, he moves up and he starts spraying bolter fire into the lander that's hovering above that squad. You just see bolt rounds slamming into it. One of them hits the engine casing. You hear a really loud explosion, starts sputtering and spewing smoke as you see it start to wobble and spin inwardly as the pilot fights to maintain control.
Okay.
And that one turns his bolt pistol onto the horde that's due north of you and just starts taking pot shots at it and watching several of them just blow up and from the hits.
Need some way of calling out reinforcements or getting these out of Dodge.
And the horde that is directly to your west, your fellow compatriots, break and start running.
Somebody set the flash hounds on them.
What about the squad
Okay.
to the west?
They haven't bothered with it yet. Wheeler Jack, what are you up to?
Right, let's just see, am I in range? Lobbing grenades. Am I in range? Let's just...
I'll save you the trouble. Probably not.
Grenade launchers are pretty damn long range. Yeah.
40 plus meters?
Trying to find it. Here we go. 60 range.
Oh, then yeah, you can hit him.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop off a frag in their direction. I'm gonna hit the closest one. So
Alright.
I should stop closing my character sheet. Why do I keep that?
I have no idea.
Where is... Launcher. Going to hit. I'm gonna take... Can I half aim with a grenade launcher?
Yeah.
Oh. And... What's... is it... Short range, standard range?
How far away from it is you? How far away is it from you?
Everyone sees me processing and going, I have a plan. I have a plan.
If someone can just measure that for me whilst I roll.
Alright, so that puts it in normal range.
Nominal range. Got it. So, time for fire. It's standard. And submit. Right hit.
You got your
Alright.
hit.
Nice.
Let's see
okay.
if it actually... Nah, it's not going to try to dodge.
It's not going to try and dodge. Yeah. I doubt they'd be able to see the grenade if it's focusing on another target.
Well, no, they get a dodge attempt, but they only get one dodge attempt per round, just like we do. So he could elect to try to dodge, but he's saying, nah, he's good.
Right. I'm rolling damage on a frag grenade.
Alright. Woo! We got a nice roll there.
Oh, nice.
That might actually crack through his armor.
And the blast is free. So...
Nothing's within 3 meters of him.
Anyone within 3 meters gonna get hit.
Doesn't look like anyone.
No, no one's within 3. Someone's with their exactly 4 meter spacing.
Oh. Fair enough. 19 damage on that one guy.
Now
Alright.
the question is, did
Find
Hitomi
out.
make
Right the
custom
fuck
enemies,
out.
or are they generic space marines?
Let's see, you hit a 70, which is to the body. Well, you see this blast just You see the grenade just go spiraling through the air, hits it right in the chest plate. Huge explosion goes off, and it looks like you kind of scuffed the paint job up a bit and maybe nicked a few of the cabling.
Damn it.
Welcome to Space
Harsh.
Marine armor.
Did I do any? No. So it just shrugged it off.
If he took any damage, it's not significant enough for you to tell at this range.
Right. I might have smushed his in this, maybe. Maybe.
Alright.
Cornflake is going to take her action now.
Okay.
This is a called headshot to the Marine that just took the frag grenade.
Alright, go for it.
Oh, by the way, tell me you've not stuck the tail back on the turn order.
Nah, that's fine. I'll just do it whenever someone actually gives them a command.
That is a hit. That is both hits. Awesome. So 11 pin 2, 13 pin 2 the head. Which I'm going to assume doesn't do a lot.
First shot, you just see kind of ricochet off the helmet, and the second one makes a little gouge out of the armor, but you can't tell if it did any serious damage.
Damn it, he's gonna have to repaint his armor by the time we're done with him. He's not gonna be happy.
No.
There was a section in the Codex Astartes which said that hats are not armor.
You know. Anyway, Sister Pansea's turn as I fire off 2 revolver shots that do apparently not much.
It's only you say running is the best choice. Where are we running to?
Up to you.
Our ship is kind of fucked.
Anywhere but here.
Oh yeah, assumably, but we've got a bit of time. May as well just see if we can piss them off a little bit.
Huh. Need plasma gun.
Yep.
So, Sister Panacea, what are you up to? As you just saw a Space Marine take a grenade and 2 shots, and doesn't look like it really did anything to him.
Lorna?
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah.
So if I fire a single shot,
Fuck that Ultrasmurf.
an aim would be at plus 30, correct?
Single shot and an aim action would be a plus 20 bonus by itself. If you're within short range, then be an extra plus 10 for plus 30.
Okay, and with my last pistol, it has a range of 30. Or has a range of 100.
Short range is 50.
Yeah.
Range is 50.
That did not go as planned.
Should be within 50.
I hit him in the head and it just pissed him off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a single shot then with my last pistol.
Alright, go for it.
Point blank. 100. Sure.
The bolter might have done something.
Roll me some damage.
We might hurt him.
No, wait. Wrong weapon.
Alright.
Our fire is grossly ineffective.
Well, yeah.
Well, I do have like 5 magnitudes of success on.
Ting, 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 ting.
Yeah,
ting,
but that's
ting.
not better than the 9 you actually rolled.
Yeah.
Ting, 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 ting.
So,
ting.
32, you
I'm trying to-
slammed into the body.
I'm trying to remember on single shots, 2 degrees of success applies additional damage.
No, it's that your degrees of success can be swapped for one of your damage die on any attack when you roll damage. So if you get like 8 degrees of success, but you rolled 2 on your last pistol, you can go, well, I rolled an 8 instead.
Okay.
Well, you fire your shot and it goes dead center square on the Space Marine's chest, and he doesn't even seem to care as it just hits there, and you don't even see a scorch mark on the ceramite. Okay, Xanatov, what are you up to with your burning hatred of blueberries?
Fuck the blueberries.
Seems I don't seem to be able to do anything about the dog at the minute. Not a lot I can do at the minute. I mean, we are kind of stood
No,
here
we
watching
don't have
our
any,
fire do
I don't think we have any melter or crack
not a
grenades.
fat lot of much to those Space Marines. So, based on the fact that we seem to be against overwhelming odds, I'm going to shout out and suggest that maybe we conserve our efforts to an enemy we can deal with.
Basically, you mean retreat. Retreat, live to fight another day. Because we aren't scratching these buggers.
Retreat, but with less of the panic and more of the fuck this,
Draw.
we're going to play somewhere else.
Yeah.
Let's advance in a different direction.
Well, the Tau have been ordered to fire on the Space Marines.
Yeah. Talcalora retreat, we get the flip out dodge. This orbital gun's going to be dealt with like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That problem should deal with itself. Granted, we don't have the relic, but if we die, the relic doesn't get there anyway.
Well, the relic's not even necessarily here.
No, we've not actually had a chance to look for the damn relic, so... I've got an idea. Do you think you can... Yeah. The hell out of Dodge.
Right, yep.
I mean, is that consensus here?
Yeah, we call... 'cause we
No,
got a-
consensus means all of us.
Right. Okay. All those in favour say aye.
Oh,
In favor of retreating, or
I to calling over a dropship, we get the hell out of Dodge. Fuck these guys.
No, I'm thinking move elsewhere on the planet rather than being just here. We
Yeah.
need to be on the planet to find this relics.
Get a new ship, we get out of here, go find this damn relic. We don't play with the Ultramarines.
can a new ship even get here, though? You want to check on your box?
But we've got 2 of the dropships still flying around.
I thought they'd all landed.
Yeah.
2 landed, 1's in the air and currently in a inward spiral of death.
Oh, right. Right. So which one landed? Is it the one past the Ultramarines?
Both of them there past the Ultramarines. Those are the ones on the ground.
Oh, the one right back here. Oh, we have to go. So,
Yeah,
We
I'm
could all
thinking.
pile in the ship we have and see if we can get it to just go get it back into the air.
I was, like I say, I was thinking walk off the map to the southeast and go and find somewhere else to be.
Yeah, because they're probably after the gun. I mean,
Well,
we won't-
there's also lava to deal with.
yeah, we won't outrun the Space Marines. And I don't think we're going to get that dropship airborne.
Well,
Like,
it's either fight past them or run away from them.
Run away from them. Run away from them. We're not fighting past them. We are barely denting them.
We're not even denting them.
No,
Okay.
Grabs
How about-
unconscious Tau prisoner and prepares to run.
I was going to say, how about everybody types in bullshitting, single line, retreat, fight past, stay and fight. That way we can get a formal consensus on what we're doing.
Okay, so we're retreating.
We're unanimous. Is how are you? And this is the question.
Yeah, that's. Well, we've agreed not to go fight past them to try and get to one of the other ships. Could we bring one of the other ships here? I'm guessing the pilots were non-coms.
We could maybe run to this.
No,
Guys,
they
we
just
don't
shot that one down.
have a ship.
Oh, okay.
No,
What part of that did you guys not get? There's a ship crashing, there's our crash ship, and there's two ships that are past the Space Marines. So we either fight through the Space Marines to get a ship or run in the opposite direction.
Okay, opposite direction it is.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, can we get it? I hate to like bring the hammer down, but there's no option here to get a ship unless you want to fix the one we have.
That'll take me too long.
Yeah. And that's assuming that nothing was badly damaged, so we get running?
Yep. Scrambling up past the cannon and run away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach down and grab what weapons and loot I can and stuff them in the backpack before I actually start fleeing.
Are we still sticking to initiative, or are we just assuming that we escape?
You're gonna get away clean as they're busy blasting apart your compatriots at the moment.
Right.
I mean, in our justification, we were given specific object. We have a primary objective, which is to get the artifact. We can't do that if we're dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. We don't
And
have power to face a combat squad.
We can always come back later and blow up the orbital gun. It's not like we don't
I
know
think
where
the
it
Marines
is.
are gonna do that for us.
To blow it up.
So, Hetty, declare your action so we can move.
I thought I'd already declared it. I'm going to run and scramble past the gun and get out of
Then
it.
move your character.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. You can just run them off.
Okay. Do I have a chance to see if there's anything I have a chance to grab prior to us running off?
What are you thinking of looking at?
Maybe a Tel pulse rifle, or I don't know, just maybe
We are the lootiest.
some of them
band
have
chaos
photon
ever.
grenades.
Dear God, you would think we were orcs.
Just
Throw me D100.
Hello, 3.
Alright. Yeah, you'll get a Tau pulse pistol, a Tau pulse rifle, and you'll get 3 photon flash grenades.
Can I retroactively declare the same thing?
pulse pistol, pulse Rifle.
I'll give you the stats for them later because I'm
Yeah.
not using the ones out of the Tau RPG book for Rogue Trader because those are stupidly broken.
3 photon grenades.
I mean,
Watch, one of the Death Watch has rules for them, don't they?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I got a few of the Death Watch books. I'll look through it.
Yeah, it's something we can do between sessions.
Yeah. Definitely not something I'm planning to do anything with currently. So
All right. Well, as you run off, I'm just gonna throw a couple dice, see how the battle goes in general.
Like I say, can I retroactively do a roll to see if I salvage anything?
Sure.
Or is it 1d10?
It was 1d100.
Yeah, 1d100. All right, so yeah, you get a Tau Pulse pistol and you get 2 photon flash grenades.
Yeah, Solus is gonna do 2 things. First, load up his backpack with anything he can really get his hands on. Rifles, pistols, helmets. I don't think they had any drones, but drone. And then promptly tell the other surrendered group, if they haven't been shot all to hell, to follow them. We're getting the hell out of here.
All right. So as you clear out, you can hear the sounds of battle behind you. The roar of the big orbital defense gun still going and discharging his plasma into the air. You can see up in the sky behind heavy gray ashen clouds, the bright flashes that must be some sort of fleet engagement going on. And the heavy report of both bolter fire and auto gun fire trading off against one another. You make your way into the wastes of Kaishari, safe for the moment. So the Chaos Gods do not favor those who fail.
Fail yet?
That's why I said... That's why I haven't done anything definite yet. Just saying, it's not exactly a rousing success so far.
No.
And with that, we are going to wrap up the session for the day. I hope everyone had fun. Nothing
Yeah, it was pretty
too brutal, nothing too unruly for you all.
Well, no, even like having the Space Marines, in case it gave us away. It wasn't a case of you drop them on top of it. Would have been nice to blow up the gun, but I don't think we reach the gun, get it somehow to self-destruct, and then leg it again.
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're chaos. You know, bravery and whatever is not exactly.
No.
Just
Definitely
note, yes, and
live-
tell me, I literally meant that. I picked up a Tau Fire Warrior that was knocked unconscious and just took the whole Fire Warrior.
Works for me.
Alive and everything. I promise to bring back a live prisoner. I'm not letting this one go.
So, I will get you your rewards in the Discord for the session afterwards.
Alright.
Each in your secret place, as you well know.
Hey, Zels, you get the hat
Okay.
today unless somebody tips in the next 5 seconds.
And anything else you want to say to me or the good people out there watching?
Fuck Ultrasmurfs.
Fuck Ultrasmurfs, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, and thank you for putting up my new.
Believe me, you didn't do anything particularly newbie.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You know,
One for money, for free, right? Oh, let's go.
I mean, yeah, it's not like we can do anything if we're dead, so.
No, there's no point just throwing ourselves into the.
And next week we'll have the aftermath of the orbital defense gun and the battle that took place there. Who knows what our players will discover when they return.
Keep running! Keep running! Asses!
I upheld my end of the compact.
Yes, you
I'm
did.
not losing it now.
I've made my Medica skills available, like I said in the compact.
Yeah.
Well, I've already I've already completed my half of what I put to the compact.
Yeah,
the
bolt that I never
was
used.
All right. I would like to thank our tipsters today: James, Azel Blue, Clocks, Toki, and apparently Slanesh. Azel Blue, you get the hat for the $40 tip because you did the most, and I have to thank a bunch of other people. So if you become a sponsor on YouTube, you get extra emojis and a little thing next to your name for YouTube. It's $5 a month, and it also is a way to make sure that I get Google to have to pay me every month. So we interesting. We have Mr. Jonty, Jeffrey Perigo, Just City, Michael Howell Bones, Lanzabi, King Bronze, Assignment Spaghetti, James Buckner, Song of the Void, Miss Priss, Skullman Gaming, and Hero and Bob are our sponsors. And over here on patrons, top tier patrons get to request a video game, and I have to at least try it and review it. So somebody requested Inquisition Martyr, and I did the initial play last night, and we'll have the review out later this week. But they are Floppadoodle, Jeffrey Perigo, Song of the Void, Our Anonymous Person, and Michael Bones. So thank those people for making sure that I can do this insanity.
talk around the tabletop for anybody interested.
Oh.
Anyway, that's all my insanity.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
We are chaos, and we are running like bitches. I agree. I firmly agree.
We're chaos, we're running like bitches, but I'd like to see anyone else do better.
Courage on our battle, brother.
I mean, we did a little bit more than when we first came across a Chaos Space Marine in Dark Heresy. Because in that one, we just noped out of there.
I shot a grenade at the guy. It didn't do anything, so I think my response was appropriate.
I marked the guy with a bullet against his head.
So at least we'll know if it's the same guy later.
I mean, literally in Dark Heresy, Sophie told a corrupted Lehman Russ, was it, to drive up to a Thousand Sun Sorcerer and blow up. The Thousand Sun Sorcerer kept coming after us, so we ran. And condemned the planet to exterminatus.
Because of a single... Yeah, no. If it's Thousand Sun Sorcerer, get the...
No, because there was a... what was it? What's the name of that Dark Star?
Oh, yeah, I know the one you're talking about. The one that's supposedly connected to...
Yeah, that was taking over the local star, and
Iron Star.
we were basically told to either fix it or get out, because if we didn't fix it, exterminatus was happening.
Can I just nominate Johnny Bravo like VP?
Alright.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Damn that floating head.
What?
Hey, that's the point. You still have that laser designator, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yes! He can call in tower artillery strikes, David.
That seems like a plan.
Yeah, like, I probably wouldn't have done anything to Space Marines. We've got
Let's just wait for the Space Marines to walk into the building and then designate it.
Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, souls for fuck that, run away.
Fuck
Yeah.
that, I ain't paid enough for this shit. I'm out of here.
We're not
Yeah.
armed for this shit.
Solus would have loaded his backpack up with enough stuff until stuff wouldn't fit anymore.